The first 3 episodes of Reacher Season 3 show that the popular Prime Video series hasn't lost its touch. During the episodes, Reacher has to think on his feet more than ever before while working undercover for Zachary Beck, the apparent owner of Bizarre Bazaar, a rug business. Reacher meets Beck's son, Richard, who is deeply damaged from his earlier kidnapping. Reacher orchestrates another kidnapping with the assistance of his new DEA friends, Susan Duffy, Guillermo Villanueva, and Stephen Elliott, allowing him to swoop in and fix the situation. This kind of skilled deception is evident in the first 3 episodes of Reacher, named Persuader, Trucking, and Number 2 with a Bullet, respectively. In previous seasons, Alan Ritchson's titular protagonist was an unstoppable force that could not be controlled by any boundary or legislation, making his clandestine mission in Season 3 one of the best interpretations of the classic action hero. Reacher is not only compelled to use his experience and delicate knowledge, but he must also remain anonymous in the eyes of Beck, his head of security, Chapman Duke, and his massive bodyguard, Paulie. The opening scene of Reacher Season 3, which is a straight recreation of the first chapter of Lee Child's 2003 novel Persuader, is one of Reacher's most cunning and shocking maneuvers yet. Even more satisfying was discovering at the end of Episode 1 that it was all a ruse to befriend Richard Beck and take his bodyguard hostage. To end the premiere in style, Reacher pulls out what may be the world's smallest cell phone and says, "I'm in," to one of Boston's best, Susan Duffy. Fans of Reacher understand that they must suspend their disbelief in certain aspects of the show in order for big twists and exciting developments to occur. Many of the series' logical elements can feel rushed and forced, making Reacher's character appear more like a machine than a human being. The first 3 episodes of Season 3 are no exception, with Reacher quickly becoming Zachary Beck's head of security. Overlooking these seemingly ridiculous aspects of the story turns out to be the greatest way to appreciate the show. In Season 1, Reacher was a force to be reckoned with as he hunted down those responsible for the death of his brother Joe. Reacher Season 2 featured him as a member of an elite group of military colleagues who are the closest he has to his family, including Frances Neagley, played by Maria Sten. While both of Reacher's prior missions were thrilling and frightening, every criminal he met appeared to be within reach. Season 3 ups the ante by adding the series' most powerful adversaries yet, including Beck and Paulie. Season 3 finds Reacher more vulnerable than ever before, which is a welcome change from the show's somewhat predictable pattern. Raising the stakes and the amount of opposition exposes the established layers of Reacher's invincibility and, for the first time in the series, raises doubts about Reacher's ability to deal with what he faces. Increasing Paulie's physical strength and the antagonistic ruthlessness of Beck and Chapman Duke forces Reacher to be more clever and secretive under immediate pressure, making for an engaging viewing experience. Reacher Season 3, Episode 3, also features Julius McCabe, who appears to be a greater menace than Beck, Paulie, and Duke combined. There is also Reacher's primary target, Xavier Quinn, who is shown to be using a new alias. Season 3 demands Reacher to use a wide range of physical and psychological talents just to keep his head above water, putting him in his most dangerous scenario yet. After 3 crisp episodes, the season appears to be on pace. Not only is Reacher back in his old form, but he is also tested and threatened in ways we haven't seen previously in the Prime Video series. His Boston-based supporting cast isn't as endearing as Margrave's Roscoe and Finlay, but they do bring a unique cultural aspect and slice of life from a different part of America. Reacher Season 3 appears to be more present than previous seasons, with less emphasis on detailed background or romantic side quests to fill serial runtimes. Reacher, like his opponents in Season 3, appears to be all business this time around, constantly on his toes and keeping us on the edge of our seats. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.